We're recording this in November, but we've actually been travelling full time for 5 months now.
Yeah.
We're just looking back through our footage of our 7-week trip across Europe, well, a small part of Europe, and wanted to tell the story. Hi, I'm Mina.
And I'm Alex.
Together, we converted a Renault Master 2021 into a little
campervan.
home. Yeah, little home on wheels. The cliched phrase.
Join us for a TV side chat as we reminisce on the highs and lows of our first few days of van life. We tried to vlog, and in a positive way, we actually were really having a great time, and we missed a lot of footage. The footage we do have is sporadic.
Yeah, big word.
Nothing like zoomed-in footage of my face eating buttery goods. But you had a great idea for this format.
So we thought we'd kind of combine our trusty travel diary with some of the footage that we have. We're baby content creators, and we did not have enough footage for a full-length vlog. So we thought it's a bit like story time.
Yeah.
Story time.
Story time with Mina and Alex.
I should do a Dickens was here. It was the night before the ferry. And they were here in southwest London, blissfully unaware of where the next 7 weeks were going to take them. We had a last full English breakfast here.
Nice.
We went for a walk in Richmond Park.
Yeah, we did actually. We did a dog walk, didn't we?
And we showed my aunt and uncle the, sort of 90% completed van.
Mm.
And then we set our alarm for 4:15. Oh, no, sorry. We drove down to Dover. We arrived on a Sunday afternoon on the 8th of June. Ferry was at 6 a.m. the next day, on the 9th.
Yep.
And just to show how prepared we were for this, I thought we were going to Calais, but actually we arrived in Dunkirk. So.
And it wasn't even technically Dunkirk. It was
outside of Dunkirk.
Outside of Dunkirk, yeah.
And we woke up at like 4 a.m, drove 10 minutes. You almost skipped the border control part.
Yeah, I missed the barrier. I drove straight through.
Got shouted at by a French lady.
And we were very keen. We were like front of the queue, weren't we?
Yeah, we were.
And we waited around and then
got on the ferry. And then carrying on our streak of arriving in places with everything closed, it was a bank holiday Monday in France.
We got our first croissant.
Was right. I got attacked ruthlessly by a blackbird. Basically, this rogue French man set loose his bird on me. I don't know why, but he kind of grinned maniacally and then signalled his bird to come onto me, and I just sat on me and pecked at my shoulder. Didn't help that I had a baguette. Actually, it was quite traumatic. We'll keep some pictures here of me looking a mix of bewildered and horrified. And he was doing nothing to help me. Absolutely nothing.
I did shoo eventually.
Eventually, after he took footage.
And we drove to Saint-Omer.
Very nice town, actually. We struggled to find a spot a little bit. This was at first parts of figuring out van life. Several places we just did not fit into. But we found a very nice spot.
There was no sort of facilities, which we would learn. Some spots did have that.
Yeah, this is foreshadowing, by the way.
And then we had our first dinner in the van.
So tonight we have what do we have, chef?
We have a classic French green salad. I didn't make a dressing, but it's got olive oil and salt, and that's it on it. Roast potatoes with a bit of rosemary and thyme. And skirt steak with a red wine, shallot, and garlic sauce.
It looks
and what?
Amazing.
We actually spent 2 nights there.
Yes.
To try and kind of settle in.
We got our first run in, which was quite nice. We ran to a ruin.
Oh, I thought you meant run in as in we ran into people.
Oh, no.
I was like, what?
With our gang.
We got a first run in with the police. No, we didn't.
And we wandered around the park. There's a little bowls competition.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looked very serious. We didn't take part yet, but
no.
We need to practice for next year. But our very peaceful stay was cut short because we realised our grey water tank was completely full. So the waste from our shower and sink became full up way quicker than we thought it would.
Yeah.
And there was nowhere to empty it. So we had to move on basically to somewhere.
We went to our first sort of drop-off point, which again was a learning in itself. We
Drop off.
We refilled, we emptied.
Where do we go next?
Went to a zero waste shop.
We did.
We bought some like individual stuff, which was quite nice. Worked in a cafe, sort of wandered around. I think that was probably it, really. That was Saint-Omer.
Was.
And then
went to Carrefour an ungodly amount of times, actually.
Yeah, we did actually. What did we buy?
It was really exciting and also a little bit daunting, I think, those first couple of days.
Yeah. We kind of moved on, didn't we?
We
then went to Douai.
Yeah.
Which it was starting to get quite warm at that point. So there's like a big car park, but that had everything we needed. So there's electrical hookups there, which meant we could park under the trees and wouldn't get solar, but then could still keep our battery charged. And then just over the road was fresh water and waste. So actually it was quite nice. So we could.
Did we spend 2 or 3 nights there?
Yeah, we did. But Douai had very good bakeries.
It did. Well, actually, we went to that bakery about 3 or 4 times, didn't we?
We did. It also had ice cream, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, fresh, like homemade artisanal ice cream. I had pistachio.
We did have pistachio.
It was very good. We had a picnic after about, I think it must have been a week at that point.
Yeah.
We had rosé. We had lots of cheese. It was nice to stop and take stock of how we were doing at that point. It wasn't as straightforward as it seemed, I think.
No.
We were just coming to the realization that like the day-to-day stuff was hard and like took effort. And Douai is this very nice city that had a very nice belfry.
Yeah, we had a Friday pint, didn't we? We sat in
did.
pub.
Was it even Friday? I think it was Tuesday.
Yeah, we had a pint. Then, so our last day, we went from Douai to Relay, and we ran out of power.
Did we?
Yeah, we went to a bakery in the morning to find a cafe as we had no power.
Oh my gosh, I don't remember that.
No, but I remember we did run out of everything in the first. The toilet overflowed. We overfilled the grey tank. I did think we ran out of water at some point, and we ran out of power, all within like 4 or 5 days.
It was hard not to feel really overwhelmed at that point. I think I was trying to be really excited, and lots of things were very exciting, but I think everything just felt very hard at that point. It was a big test that first week.
So we left Douai after sort of a couple of nights, and then we went to Relay, which this parking spot was. It's basically like an overflow car park near a lake.
It was the first park up that wasn't like in a town.
Yeah.
The appeal was it was right next to a lake that we could swim in because, as we mentioned, it was getting quite hot. And it was near a goat farm. Now, in this next clip, take a shot every time Alex says goat.
So, we've escaped towns and we've arrived in nature, which is very nice.
Well, I mean, this is the overflow car park, but yes.
We're going to try and go for a swim because it's sweltering today. But we're near here because there's like a deer park. A deer park? A goat park?
No, a goat farm.
A goat farm, and we've just seen the goats. The goats. There are the goats all going to bed.
And the dog running.
And the goat shepherd. This is a goat farm, so hopefully tomorrow we'll get to see them. And they have goat's cheese as well, so that'll be lunch or dinner in the next few days. But yeah, we're just gonna go for a swim. And so today we're going to the goat farm, and I think there's a cafe where the goats are like next to you in the barn. Oh my god, the sheeps have got mullets. Oh, it's a pig. Pigs have got mullets. Look at those curls. Excuse me, where do you get your perm from? This one's like me, just munching his way.
I don't know.
Some babies in there. This guy looks so tired. He's just like about to fall asleep. Go on, go.
Again, a couple of days there. Our first thunderstorm in the van.
Yeah, which was actually quite scary. It was really windy, so the van was like rocking around a little bit.
Yeah.
Not for those reasons, cheeky bastards.
Relay was near a lake, which was a theme that would emerge, that we would park near rivers and lakes because it just got so hot. But yeah, dipping in the lake, went for a run. We did try and help somebody who'd had a bike stolen.
Yeah, Alex had his police interceptors moment. There was a gang of youths on moped who apparently had stolen another moped, which I don't think we succeeded in stopping.
We didn't. We tried though.
We tried. We helped.
And then we headed over to not Reims, Reims.
Reims.
What Mina said.
I feel like Joey and Friends, like Joey and Phoebe. Reims.
Reims.
Good.
Huh. Went to the Matisse Museum on the way.
That was really nice.
Yeah, it was. We tried to. Our original plan was to get to a market, wasn't it? You wanted to get some fresh produce.
Yeah.
But we didn't. We failed doing that because the timings didn't work.
But we didn't fail.
Went to the vending machine.
Farmers around the town where we were had a vending machine full of fresh produce. So we bought strawberries, which were incredible. And we were on our way to rooms. Yeah.
We stayed in the vineyards.
Yeah, that was like top 3 nights.
Yeah.
That we stayed. Alex found this place on Park for Night, which was in the vines in Champagne. And it was just...
It felt like the first time we were doing what you see on Instagram, if that makes sense. Like, it was a more glamorous side.
Yeah.
Although the road was quite treacherous to actually get there. It was a bit... The van did its first bit of off-roading.
It was fine.
But, yeah, it was peaceful, blue sky.
No one there.
Nobody there. That was amazing.
It was, really beautiful. We ironically didn't have champagne. I think we had gin and tonic because that's all we had in the van. We had
gin and tonic. We ate sort of on the bed with the van doors open.
Yeah.
And watched Spider-Man.
God, our lives are exciting, aren't they? And the next day is when we stopped in Reims briefly. I'm saying things with an English accent.
Oh, we needed to refill, didn't we? We need to empty and refill.
Yeah, and there was a spot in Reims itself. And we got to see the cathedral, which was stunning. Absolutely stunning. Amazing. It was so unlike anything else we'd seen.
Huge,
beautiful stained glass. Yeah, stunning. So after we did some chores in Reims, we headed down to Epinay, which is a pretty legendary place in Champagne. Loads of big champagne houses. And I'd planned a really exciting day of tastings the following day. Mm-hmm. But before that, after we parked up, we had our first major issue with the van, which put a bit of a dampener on things.
But we'll leave that as a story for the next one.
We'll see you probably in 2 months' time at this rate. Thanks for watching.
Bye.